Tonight, a romantic date turning violent. Shots fired at a couple riding scooters in Atlanta. CBS 46's Barmel Lyons spoke to witnesses who saw it all happen.
Getaway for a young couple. Getting ice cream, riding scooters through the city takes a violent, almost deadly turn.
I was asleep. It was so early. I just heard like 5 shots.
A woman shot in broad daylight.
Like I didn't want to peek my head through the window, and then they still shooting.
A couple riding scooters down North Drive attacked after telling a man driving by to stop catcalling at victim Miera Mansoure. Boyfriend Juwan Davis stepping in, asking the man to leave them alone.
They went down this street in order to try to divert and get away from him.
And then that's when the bullets start flying. One of the bullets hitting Mansoure in her shin, shattering her tibia.
Just off distance, I see someone go down.
Samuel Savage, an eyewitness, took off running when he saw Mansoure fall to the ground.
It was really heartbreaking. She was screaming, she was crying, and she kept grabbing her phone trying to call her mom.
The fire department to stop the bleeding until EMS got to the scene. People we talked to believing violence is never the answer and rejection is not an excuse.
It's definitely a cowardly act to, try and shoot somebody that just because they don't want to talk to you.
According to the victim's mother, she's looking at least 6 weeks of recovery until rehab therapy and will have a permanent rod in her leg. In Atlanta, I'm Barmel Lyons, CBS 46 News.
Hello everyone, it's your girl Marie So. And today I was going through my trending spot on YouTube, and this video actually popped up. And this was a pretty disturbing video, and I want to talk about something more bigger in connection with this story, because this has been going on a lot with Black women, and men, particularly Black men, have been attacking them. And Black women have the highest femicide rates in not only America but around the whole world. So we're going to be speaking on this in honor of Black Femicide Month. So whether you know or whether you do not know, but now you know, April is Black Femicide Awareness Month, and I'm so happy there's a month for this because honestly I didn't know that Black women were getting killed the most in domestic violence, relationships, or in just violence in general with guns. So I got to learn so much from this page, and I'm going to link their page down below. One other thing I learned is that in America alone, based off of their statistics, because they obviously haven't got all the statistics in regards to Black women's deaths, so this number could be way lower. But every 8 hours in America, a Black woman dies or is murdered. So that's about 3.8 murders a day. And in South Africa, it's about every 3 hours a Black woman is murdered. So these are alarming statistics, and these are alarming rates. And the sad thing about it is about 9 out of 10 murders is from a Black man. A Black man has murdered these Black women, and if you look on this page, you read story after story, and it's just heart-wrenching that they were either killed just for denying an advance, or because they wouldn't give their stimulus check, or just for petty reasons that they were killed by the hands of Black men, so men that look just like him. It's scary that a lot of Black women are becoming scared of the men that are supposed to protect them, and the men that look just like them, but they're out here protesting for Black men because they're getting quote-unquote shot by the police officers, or their lives are being taken away. However, if you look at a lot of them, like Stephon Clark or George Floyd or Jacob Blake, you have seen in all of these people's history that they had a terrible, tumultuous relationship with Black women. Either they were violent with Black women verbally, physically, emotionally. They had bad records with Black women. However, Black women are out here protesting for these same men that more than likely will kill you every 8 hours over petty things. And it reminds me of the situation in New York when a Black woman's eye was almost bitten out because she rejected his advances. And when I heard this story, it reminded me of this story because I was like, oh my goodness, the same thing happened. She didn't want anything to do with these people who were catcalling her, and she got shot. And it's very sad that that happens a lot to black women, because a lot of quote-unquote black men feel as though that they own black women, and if they say no, then they're gonna teach them a lesson. And you guys, it's becoming more and more scarier, because while I was going on this page, I saw stories of a little black teenage boy shooting his mom because she told him to get a job, to improve himself. So it's not only black men, but black younger boys are doing this to black women or even their moms. And a lot of black girls are being harmed as well, which is very important that we bring awareness to black femicide in America and worldwide as well, because in a video on this Instagram page, this girl says verbal abuse and physical abuse is normalized too much in the black community. And this is apparent because look at the statistics. Black women are a minority in America as a group of women. However, they're majority getting killed in domestic violence situations. They're the majority having to be dead when they're having their children. There's a lot of negative statistics that go with a minority of women who do so much for society and help so much for society. And I feel as though the least we can do as a society is help black women. That's why I'm happy about the Golden Sachs situation, and that black women are able to, I heard some black women are even divesting, which is very beautiful as well. But we have to bring attention to this. And this reminds me of the quote from Malcolm X, which says, "The most disrespected person in America is a black woman. The most unprotected person in America is a black woman. The most neglected person in America is the black woman." And that was by Malcolm X. Mind you, he made these comments in the 1960s. So if they were bad back then, imagine how much worse it is now, and how much worse it's going to become if we don't speak out against the violence towards black women. My advice to black women would be to divest and open up your options. Get away from men who don't really respect you or like you, whether that's men in your family or men in your neighborhood. Try your best to open up your options. Try your best to get an education. Move out of places that aren't really safe for black women, especially Chicago, New York. I keep seeing stories from Chicago, New York, Minneapolis, California. Like, it's bad in those places. So try your best to move out if you can. Try your best to date out, marry out if you can. And the other thing I would say is, black women, please stop going against your own interests. Stop going outside and protesting for a group of men that would never protest for you if you were in that situation. If you look at the protests, the majority of the people out there are black women. Not even black men are protesting for their own causes. So please try your best and stop going out there and protesting for a group of men who wouldn't do the same for you. Put yourself first. Put your image first. Only support causes that deal with black women and black girls. Only support people that support you. The reciprocal relationships are not getting you anywhere, because you see these statistics and deaths. You see how you are being treated worldwide by men that look like you. Please do not continue to be in these unreciprocal relationships with men or people that don't care for you. Know your worth, because you're worth a lot. And I'm gonna link down below Black Femicide's Facebook page as well as their Instagram page. You guys can support it. Please like, share, and subscribe. Share this video with your friends. Please stay safe, you guys, and I'll be posting another video later on. Okay, bye.